eventually we could put that ball into the game, right? The ball will create way more instability, but your blanket will give you just a little bit of a lift, and you're not having your low back on the blanket, but you have your pelvis on the blanket. If you don't have a blanket handy, don't worry about a thing. You don't really need it. This is just playing around. What it does, it helps, so it elevates the pelvis a little bit, and it makes the exercise just a little bit harder. That's really it. Okay. Feet are flat first. You're going to find your heavy sits bones. So our 6 o'clock. And then if you go 12 o'clock, you might be able to, feel that you're rocking basically off that blanket, and your low back is hanging in the air where it naturally would be without the blanket on the floor. And you're going to drop your sits bones, sticking your butt out. Now you have a bigger arch in your back. You're not touching the ground there. And then you're going to let your pelvis rock. Let's come just one more time. 6 o'clock, sticking my butt out. I'm arching. I'm extending my lumbar spine. And then I'm going to let my pelvis rock towards me. There's a roll down spine, forward bend spine, 12 o'clock. And then we come to 6 o'clock again. It's going to be harder to let the ribs soften down into the floor. And they might not at all really touch, but you still want to get that idea. And so that hammocky feeling in the rib cage. Let's pick up the right foot. Notice it's going to be much harder to keep your ribs down, and then pick up your left foot. And just breathe here. Can you redrop? Don't worry about your shoulders. Please let them come up, because we want to drop our ribs down to the floor. Flex your feet here and push your feet into an imaginary wall right underneath them, and let the kidneys fall. And then relax your toes. And you're going to slowly lower one foot down. And now notice, where is the floor? Where is the floor? Where is the floor? Keep your kidneys. And then lower the other foot down. Can you feel that a little bit, Lisa? Okay, good. Let's lift again, one foot. Make sure your pelvis is not rotating side to side. You're evenly grounded, and then pick up your second foot. Now, option one is you flex your feet, and you're going to tap your heel to the floor. Maybe your heel is just a little bit touching, and then pick it back up. Or you can do toe taps. Toe taps are a little easier. Your heel, your way down is much longer than if you use your toes, and then very slowly picking that foot back up. Drop that kidney of that same side heel and the opposite. I mean, both of them, as you drop the heel down. Now, you don't even have to touch the heel, right? You can just barely hover off the floor and then pick that leg back up. Kidneys stay heavy. Make them even heavier. Let them hang in the hammock. One more time. Flexing the foot will engage the leg fully and much differently. But again, you can have your toe taps just with the toes. And then find a little break. Oh God. Right? It's much harder, and it's just like 2 inches, maybe, or 1.5 inches. Now imagine having your butt on a wobbly ball, right? That's going to be fun. Okay, doke. Let's go one more time, one leg at a time, lifting up. And let's just reach the heels up to the ceiling and bend the knees. As you reach the heels, drop your kidneys. I always talk about that blueberry underneath the rib cage. Go a little bit towards that. So we're letting that bra strap diaphragm area consciously sink 1 millimeter. It's really not more than that. And then resist your bend. How slowly can you bend your knees? Really turn on the whole leg. Reach the heels. Hang your kidneys back. Very important that we're not arching the back to extend the legs. That's not good. One more like that. Keep both legs straight. ish, 90%, 85%, and slowly lower your right leg just a little bit down, but drop your diaphragm. Really hard work. Keep dropping that diaphragm. You might not go far. Pick that leg back up. Lower your left leg. Kidney heavy. Softness in the knee, full breath. The more it shakes, right? The softer you become, the more you breathe. Softer in your head, right? Not like you got to stabilize. The abdominals are fully on. There's no pause here. Last one. Lisa is like, I don't know if anybody can hear that. And then bend your knees and release. Very good. Now lift your pelvis up just a little bit. Take that blanket out and just take a little feel here. Can we feel how actually the low back is a little more relaxed now? Right? It is. So this is, yeah, it's almost should be like in the floor without you doing anything to your pelvis, right?